This is my Disc Destroyer. It's a mean little machine with one job, testing grinding discs. With so many grinding discs and countless reviews, it's hard to separate fact from fiction. This is where the Disc Destroyer comes in. It cuts through the noise, delivering real results. No bias, no sponsorships, just cold hard tests. Grinding discs can face a lot of real-world challenges, like high and low pressures, hot and cold materials, and of course, fast and slow speeds. This machine tests it all, so that we can finally find the truth in the reviews. Today I'm testing the 3M769F flap disc, coming in at $4.85. Online reviewers had a lot of positive things to say about this disc. This reviewer says the 796F lasts a long time, and this reviewer all the way in Canada had some good things to say about their experience. But not everyone was a satisfied customer. This reviewer says grinding on a hot weld will make the disc melt, and this one-star review called the 796F garbage. So which of these reviews can we trust and which can we forget? Let's test them to find out. Let me break this down for you. Each disc will be grinding this test bar to see how much it can remove within 20 minutes time. This will chart out its story and tell us exactly how this disc behaves based on how much material it removes at any given point. But if the disc stops effectively grinding the bar, or just straight up disintegrates, the test is over. I kicked off the first round of tests with a 4-pound weight, roughly the weight of the grinder. This will help simulate grinding with a light amount of pressure, and these results shocked me. The disc was barely able to make it past 5 minutes. Once I saw it was no longer cutting the metal, but just gliding across the surface, I stopped the test. Looking at the coupon, I measured just 2.5 inches of material had been removed. These results are not matching up with the glowing reviews, failing to both last very long or cut a lot of metal. Somehow, happy customers are able to get so much more out of this disc, but how? Next, I wanted to test this reviewer's experience grinding on a hot weld. I simulated this by heating up the first few inches of the coupon. But the change in temperature did nothing to help this disc. I once again ended the test after 5 minutes because the coupon wasn't getting shorter. These results are lining up closely with the more critical reviews. This disc is struggling both in durability and removal speeds. To extend its durability, I am going to grind at a lower RPM. My hope is to reduce wear and tear to the abrasive surface, helping the disc cut for longer. So I lowered my speeds from 11,000 RPMs to 6,000 and began the next test. And at the slower speeds, I saw much improvement. Grinding on cold metal, the disc was able to cut nearly 10 inches of the coupon. But a little under 7 minutes, the disc started to fall apart, with a piece of the backing flying off the machine, so I stopped the test. Despite the damage, this is heading in the right direction of those 5-star reviews. Next, I tested again on our simulated hot weld, and the 796F shattered the previous results. With a very strong start, it pushed to 15 minutes before it lost too much abrasive quality. This time, I measured 17 inches cut from the coupon. These results are lining up nicely with our 5-star reviews, but I wonder if we can do even better. Based on the data, it seems this disc is prone to either glazing or melting. When the disc glazes, it loses its abrasive quality, making it harder to cut material. Other times it builds up too much heat and destroys itself. To find a happy medium, we can increase our grind pressure, hopefully increasing the cutting ability without destroying the disc too quickly. So I raised my speeds back up to 11,000 and replaced my 4-pound weight with 8. And while the first minute of this test showed great promise, it was over before I knew it. With heavier pressure on cold metal, the disc was cutting at incredible rates. But after just a minute and a half, the disc started to smoke. This signaled to me the disc was taking too much damage, so I ended the test. Not the results I was expecting, but it shows potential for improved removal rates. Finally, I heated back up the coupon to once again test this reviewer's experience. And the 796F held nothing back. By the 7-minute mark, it had eaten 20 inches of metal, a much improved rate compared to the previous experiments. And just as it seemed the disc would go all the way, it started to smoke in just under 8 minutes. It seems the heavy pressure did help the disc cut more, but at the cost of durability. So how do these reviews hold up compared to our data? Positive reviewers likely use this disc with slower speeds to get the most durability. And if you want to cut a lot of metal at once, make sure you apply heavy, even pressure over hot metal. Negative reviewers likely used faster speeds or heavy pressure on cold metal, which killed the disc early. If you'd like to see the data I've collected for this disc, as well as the other discs in these tests, I've posted them at the Fireball Forum, linked in the description. I'm going to keep posting more and more of these test videos, so stay tuned to find the truth in the reviews. And if you're wondering why I built the rig the way I did, how it works, and what it's all about, I have a video that goes into great detail that you should check out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.